Okay, we're gonna see if this works this time. I had to cancel my last one. My hair, I gotta wash my hair tonight. My hair is so greasy, and look at my grays. It's fine. It is fine. Hello. There we go. Now it's popping up, I think people are seeing it now. I went live last week, and I had, I think, one person on the entire time, and I'm like, there's no way out of like 1,200 people, only one person is seeing my video. So hopefully my little post thing will make people go look for my name. I don't know. We're gonna see if anyone else pops up. We're going to see. It's quiet in the house right now. So quiet. And I love it. Hi. See, I wonder if it's notifying people, because I don't think it is. And I think we're going to be sitting here on no people again. Gosh, my hair is like so naughty. Hey, Amber. We're going to see if we can get a few people on here. Hi. Hey, Tina. I actually think I might switch and go. I know, I'm so glad it's Friday. So glad it's Friday. I'm gonna go switch to my office. We're gonna talk about that. We're going to talk about it. But in my office, because I don't want to wake my kids up. Okay. I have a lot of work to do. So much work. I'm procrastinating. All right. Hello, guys. Let me charge my phone. There you go. Tag your teamies, tag your new teamies, tag the ones that don't know how to train their new teamies, that don't know how to ask, have people to join, need ideas for joining, all the fun things, y'all. I'm gonna try and keep this pretty short because I could talk for hours about all kinds of stuff, but I am going to share pretty much like what I know. I am so thankful. I have 10 new teamies. I am so thankful. But I would be lying if I didn't say I was exhausted. I'm very tired right now. And I'm totally fine with it because my girls are rocking out. Brooke, hi Brooke. Brooke just got a new teamie. One of my new girls, it's her third day in her launch party. She just got a $200 order today. Like, they're killing it. And I'm starting 2 launches on Monday for 2 new girls. And then I had another girl join last night. So I think I might be at 13 or 14 now or something. I don't even... I do know it's on my phone. It's on my phone. But I'm going to talk to you guys about, like, how we're just going to chat. Because I don't like anyone thinking that this journey is easy. And that people just fall into your lap. And that it happens for some and it doesn't happen for others. Because it's not true. And I love having chats, and I also don't like having chats like this because I don't ever want to make anyone upset when I say stuff. But I'm going to tell you one thing is, and most of y'all don't know this. I think I only told a couple people. Last year, I wanted to quit. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Courtney. Thanks. I just got it today from the TikTok shop. I actually just posted a video on TikTok about it. It's really cute. But yeah, so a lot of people don't know this, but last year I wanted to quit. And a lot of us have been going through ebbs and flows, and every business, no matter what you do, is going to have an ebb and flow. You're going to have off seasons, on season, hard days, easy days, fun days, inspiring days, depression days. Like, any business you do, no matter what it is, it can be hard. And I am here to tell you, last year I wanted to quit. I was literally that person that I stopped asking for help and advice because it was the same thing. Get a party, get a party, get a party. And I was like, I don't want to hear that anymore. Like, parties aren't coming to me. People, Rocky girl, Rocky, what you doing, girl? You're a pretty girl. Okay, rude. Yeah, it doesn't come easy to everybody. And I just had a hard time last year. I actually did try a lot. I tried everything. I was bringing samples to Starbucks and McDonald's when I would go. I was passing samples out in fragrance sections at Kohl's and Walmart. I didn't do any like fundraisers, or so I guess maybe not. I didn't do everything, but I did a lot and nobody was partying. Nobody was buying. My customer base was dwindling because I had recruited a lot at the beginning of last year, and they all flopped, fell off, and then never came back and took like half their family with them. And I literally lost like almost 50 or 60 customers from, I think I ended up recruiting like 18 people last year, and like the beginning, like the first 3 months of the year, and they took all of their family, which is great, but then they did nothing with their business, and now they're completely MIA, and I've lost so many customers. So I was fighting with this thing of like, I need to grow my customer base. I need to grow my customer base, to grow my team base, to grow my business. Like, I want to bless all the lives. I want people to earn trips and incentives. Like, yes, we want to earn incentives, and yes, we want to recruit to grow our business, but it's not always about us. And it has taken me a few years to realize that, like, fully, that it is not always about us. You're here to bless other people. And I told myself last year I was struggling and I was unhappy with Scentsy, and I was PO'd that I could hardly make 2,000 in sales. Our team was dwindling and nobody was showing up on the team page. Everything was just not going good. And this is what I think is so important to remember, that, and I remember this from last year's SFR in Utah. Our speaker came on and she had said, you don't give up on a bad day. Okay. All of this is relevant. I promise, is sponsoring. You don't give up on a bad day. And ever since I heard her speech, it has stuck in my brain that you don't give up on a bad day and you don't give up on a bad month, because everybody has those. You are more than welcome to give up on a good day. You're more than welcome to give up on a good month, because you tried, you're good, but like, don't give up because things are hard and you're having a bad day. So last year I was having a bad couple months, and I just didn't have that spark in my business. I was mad, and I was also focusing a lot on getting my gastric sleeve surgery. So anyways, I told myself last year that I even told Ryan, I was like, look, I actually looked, and I'm being very honest, I looked into other businesses to join, because I was like, this is not working out. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm still making a good paycheck. I'm still able to pay my mortgage, but sometimes, when you want more and more and more, you don't look at what's in front of you. And I also was in like a really bad place as far as like my weight went in my life and trying to get my sleep. It just was a lot going on. So I told my husband, I was like, listen, I'm giving myself 2023. I was like, I'm going to give myself 2023. And if by December 2023, I am still unhappy in my business a year and 3 months later, then I am done. And at least I told myself, and I'm giving myself, like, I'm telling myself to give my business its all. And if it doesn't work out a year later, then I gave it my all. And I know that deep down I tried, and I'm just done with it. And I know that sounds so crazy, because you're like, well, if you're making a mortgage payment, like, why would you give that up? Well, it's just when you become a leader and you have a team, and I have a team of over 150, I think, and our group is over 300. It's something like that. It's just frustrating when people don't show up. They don't answer your text messages. You feel like you're an awful leader. Sometimes it's a hard feeling. Sometimes it's hard to try and give yourself to everybody, but then still get complaints and people that are still unhappy with your leadership or unhappy with something. And you're just like, I'm showing you how to do the business. I'm showing you how to do these things, and you're choosing not to do them. So it's like, I get frustrated, because I honestly wouldn't have to teach a day in my life if people would just watch my Instagram stories. Like, just watch what other leaders are doing and do what they're doing. I've always done that. When I was a certified consultant and I jumped back into Scentsy, I remember, I'm going to watch what they're doing and I'm going to do what they do. And I remember I used to watch Chloe, Katie, Rachel. I used to watch all their stories, and I would duplicate what they're doing. I'm like, oh, I like that. I'm going to duplicate it. in my own way. And I would do what leaders were doing. And so, yeah, so it's just, I want you guys to know that, first of all, because it's been the past few months, this past year has been hard with inflation, all kinds of stuff. But I want you to know, give yourself a year. Give yourself a time frame. I told my other friend this too that wanted to quit. I was like, give yourself time. Give yourself time and put all of your heart and energy into this business and then make your decision. So I am so thankful that I did not give up because my business is thriving right now. Now, last year, here comes recruiting. All of this led to the recruiting aspect and the customer base and my social media. And I know people don't like to hear social media, so I'm not going to dive deep into it, but I'm just going to say this for a few minutes. You need to get on social media. I am sorry, but I have to say it. You have to get on social media. You have to. Unless you are texting your customers every single day and you're staying in contact and you're being very personable and you're checking in on their life and you're just really good at texting. I am really bad at texting. I'm great at social media. I'm great at messages. I can respond on Instagram the same day. Facebook takes me a minute and TikTok a day or two, but I can rapid respond. But text messages, they overwhelm me sometimes, which is why it overwhelms me. So if you have a great customer relation, then that's amazing. Then do that. And if it's working, great. But if it's not working, and you are not growing your customer base and you are struggling to get PRV and you're struggling to get new customers and you're struggling, and I say customers because customers turn into teammates, you need to get on social media. And I'm also going to say this. I was talking to Anya this morning about this, another SSD, and I've been asked by a few people this morning in this past week, do a training on sponsoring, and we're doing a leap to lead, stuff with our other leaders, and they're do sponsoring, and I love that. But I also, people don't always want to hear my way of sponsoring because my way of sponsoring is social media. That's just the truth. And I know not everybody has that, and not everyone has that connection, but I'm also here to tell you, I used to be there. And last year when I wanted to give up my business, last year when I was so sick and tired of everything to do with leadership, Scentsy, the struggle, I was exhausted, I was dealing with my mental health and my weight and all the things, I wanted to give up. And then I told myself I was going to give myself a year. I also said, I told you guys, I told my husband, I'm giving myself a year and I'm going to pour my entire heart into it and I'm going to try everything. And because before I was I'm doing everything and no one's partying. And then I was okay, so Courtney, if partying is not working, what can you do next? How can you expand your customer base without partying? Well, you can do home parties, you can do vendor events, you can do fundraisers, school events, you can do all kinds of stuff, right? Or you could do all that and you could go on social media. Because right now, this day and age, people are on social media. People are in their phones. And I know that's hard because some people don't do well on social media. Some people are I have nothing to share. I don't have any followers. Maybe it makes you depressed, and maybe I know a few of my friends physically can't be on social media because it does the opposite effect to them. And so instead of making them happy, it makes them not do great. And I know that. And so if you're that person, then clearly this conversation is not for you. But if you're stuck where you're at and you're trying to get new teamies and you're trying to get PRV and you're trying to do something different when you're in your business, then you need to do something different. And I'm going to say that so bluntly. You need to do something different. Stop complaining. Stop throwing it. I can't even tell you how many of my teammates just complain all the time where I'm stop complaining. You have to go out of your normal to grow. That's teammates, that's PRV, that is just your business. You have to be creative, and that is what changes the tone for people who start rising and start promoting and start getting PRV and customers, and those that sit where they're at. Because if you're going to complain that I don't want to grow my team, but I want more money, well, then you're going to have to figure out a way to sell a shit ton of Scentsy. That's just the truth of it. I'm not a high PRVer, and I'm great with that, but I'm a high recruiter. I was last year. They didn't all hit certified, and that's fine, but I still recruited I think I recruited almost 20 people last year. It's not up to me whether they're successful. It's up to them. but I can't stand the pity party. And this is a thing. Same thing when I failed my business the first 10 months. I threw myself a pity party every day. It was like, oh, I can't get PRV. Well, when I was finally ready to jump back into Scentsy, I had to have this heart-to-heart with myself. And I had to say, okay, well, Courtney, you didn't do any of the challenges your leader that Rachel sent out to you, your sponsor. You didn't participate in any of the team pages. You didn't do a launch party. You haven't asked anyone to have a party with you. You didn't ask anyone to join your team. I had to have a realistic conversation with myself and be like, well, you failed your first 10 months because you chose to have a boohoo party and complain versus trying to find a solution. And I know that sounds so mean, but it's so true. And some people on here just need, I don't know who's on here, but I'm just saying anyone that watches this, some people just need to hear that. Some people need to hear that you got to stop having a pity party for yourself and you got to start figuring out a way to get PRV and to get sponsors, because there are ways. There are people that want Scentsy in their house. You just have to find it. And I'm saying this with such confidence because last year I was ready to throw my entire business away because I was so done with it. And that is just the truth. Yes, being a leader is not for everyone. And please don't go recruit someone if you're not willing to pour into them. Now, there are different things too. And I'm going to say this as well. And I know probably some of my team are on here as well. If you are a sponsor and you are sponsoring people, it is not up to you. If they fail or they're not successful, that is not on you. Your job is to mentor them and to train them and to give them the guidances, show them where to find things. You can't make them work. That is just the truth of it. You can't make them work. Okay. Again, I probably would go very well with not even doing a training in my entire life. And if I just told my entire team, go watch my social media and do what I'm doing, I guarantee you people would get PRV. That's just the truth of it. And I hate, yes, I help consultants that aren't even on my team. I am always an open book. I have people that message me on Instagram, TikTok, wherever, and that are like, oh, I used to be a consultant. I'm a consultant in Canada. I'm a consultant. I had a girl from, Quebec message me, and she's like, can I reinstate under you? And I'm like, oh, I can't. You're in Canada. I'm sorry. But like all these things. And what's frustrating is like, I am one person, and you'll understand this, and all of you guys will as you grow your teams, because you will grow your teams. After this training, you will. You're going to grow your teams. And once you do that, you're going to realize that 1, your sponsor can't do it all. 2, this team page has everything you need. YouTube has everything you need. You, in your heart, have everything you need to make this business successful. Okay? It is simply, you got to stop complaining and just start doing. Well, I'm tired, I need to go to sleep. Well, then you're going to miss out on X, Y, and Z. I stay up until 1 a.m. some nights because I have to get shit done. That's not ever, I don't have an option. I have to get up at 6 a.m. some days because I got to get stuff done because I have a part-time job. I work with brands on TikTok. I do content creating full-time. I have Scentsy full-time. I have my kids full-time. I have sports and y'all, is that my daughter already? She's awake already. How? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me just go open her door. Ooh, come on. Hold on. Man, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, hold on. Stop banging. Hey. Say hi. Hi. Come on. I'll put a movie on for you. I'm going to finish my video. Hang on, y'all. Ow, my leg just gave out. Hold on. We just gotta get her settled. Hello, guys, if you're new here. Come on. Do you want to pick one out? No. No? Do you want me to pick it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Tag your teamies in this. I know, I love doing lives, but sometimes I feel like I'm really blunt. I feel bad. Come on. What do you want to watch? You don't know. All right, let's see. You tell me. Want this one?
No.
Want this one?
No. Turn up.
Down?
No, up.
Up? Up?
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
It's so cloudy. All right, girl. I'm gonna go finish my video, okay? All right. Real life, literally. I was like, oh, they're gonna nap until like 4 o'clock today. Shake. Joke's on you, Mom. All right. Okay. We're back. All right. So my spiel is done with that. But if you are struggling, get out of your comfort zone. So again, 10 months, failed my business, came back, and I didn't even tell Rachel I was coming back. I went on YouTube for literally everything. I didn't know my ass from my elbow about Scentsy, like literally, because I didn't do anything. I didn't even try to learn for 10 months. I just complained and was in the wrong headspace. And I'm okay admitting that now. It is what it is. But I was tired of throwing a pity party for myself, and I was tired of being on Medicaid, and I decided to hustle and do some stuff about it. So I went on YouTube, and every single day I listened to a training, how to sponsor. And every single day I'd bring my kid. I had 2 kids under 18 months old. I'd go for a walk and plug my headphones in. I would get in the shower and turn a training on. I was doing my makeup and had a training on. I cut out Netflix and music and just watched trainings every single day. And every time I was done watching that training, I would implement it for 30 minutes. And I did that every day for almost 2 months, and I promoted to director in 2 months, because that's what happened. I had never showed my face on social media. I didn't know anything about recruiting, Scentsy, nothing. And then I got on YouTube and I taught myself everything I needed to know. And then I remember one day Rachel texted me and was like, where the hell did you come from? And I'm like, I decided to stop throwing myself a pity party and decided to start hustling. So here we are. Last year, I wanted to get my business up, and I was like, I'm over it. And we've all had these feelings. And I guarantee you ask any leader, any director and above at that has more than 15, 20 people on their team, and ask them if they have wanted to give up more than once, and they will tell you yes, because this business can be hard sometimes, but you have to get through the hard patches. I told myself I would give myself a year, and I gave myself, everything. And so I was like, you know what? I remember I started doing reels when Rachel had, Ray had a reels challenge where we posted 1 reel a day. I think it was 1 reel a day for 2 weeks or something. And I remember doing that challenge, and that's when I started actually having a lot of fun with social media, where I was like, this is kind of fun, doing just random stuff for no reason and getting creative with Scentsy. And then all of a sudden it turned into, all right, well, I'm going to start doing, everyone's always like, I don't have a niche for Instagram. I don't know what to share. Well, just pick something in your life. If you go on TikTok, yeah, people might have pages like mine's a weight loss page, but I also share Scentsy stuff. And I just got freaking 12 or 14 new customers from TikTok the last 2 days. I've gotten 3 or 4 of my recruits from TikTok. The one last night joined from TikTok. Social media works, but you can't just try for a week and then say, oh, well, nothing's happening for a week. Nothing's happening for a month. Nothing's happening for 3 months. You have to try. You have to try. It has been a year of me posting 1 video on TikTok and Instagram. Well, not TikTok. TikTok I just started using 5 months ago with my surgery, and I'm almost at 30,000 people. And that's not to gloat, because my goal is 100,000 by my 1-year gastric sleeve journey. Just so we're clear on that. But TikTok you can take off much faster with. And Instagram is very slow. But I started sharing on Instagram about, my sister came down June or July of last year, and she's a YouTuber, and she taught me everything I needed to know about YouTube. So I started doing YouTube vlogging, and I was like, I'm gonna do YouTube vlogging and do wax changes. And that was my first idea of this is how I'm gonna get recruits. This is how I'm going to get PRV. This is how I'm gonna get new customers. And again, new recruits come from new customers. And so I was like, I'm going to do a vlogging video, a day in the life, and record all my stuff, cleaning, cooking, whatever I'm doing. I'm going to change my wax in every single video, and people are just going to start, I'm going to organically introduce Scentsy into my videos. And so I did YouTube for about June, July, probably till August. And then I was like, this is not for me, because it was hours and hours of filming just to cut it back to 30 minutes of a video. And I just was like, this isn't for me. I can't do it. I like reels and short, I'm very instant gratification person. So I need it done right now. And so I stopped doing YouTube and I was like, that's fine. I tried it. I gave it a few months. It wasn't my thing. Now we're going to move on. How else can I get new customers? And so I love watching like funny mom life reels on TikTok and Instagram. They always like made me laugh. And I was like, and I had a few people that would always message me like, this is Remy, do this one, do this one. And I'm like, you know what? I could do some funny mom reels. And then people will like come to my page because they love my reels and my everything will grow. And then they'll go into my stories and they'll see Scentsy and whatever. And so I dove into that and I started sharing one reel every single day, 7 days a week on like funny mom life. I would like search reels while I'm laying in bed and Netflix was on and we're hanging out in bed, me and my husband. And I would just find one that I thought was kind of funny and cute. And I was like, oh, I could do this with a situation that happened the other day. And then I would save that and then do a voiceover and then put a little, and it was like very simple. But yeah, you have to research how to do a reel. I had to figure out how to do transitions. And I mean, I'm still learning all those things, but I was willing to do the harder things and take the time and pour into it because I was like, I told myself I'm going to give myself a year of trying other things to get my business to grow. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So I'm not going to give Instagram a go for 1 month and call it a day. We're going to keep hustling, okay? And I did that. And between like, I think it was September up until February, around then, I had gained like 1,500 followers on Instagram. I had a few videos that like took off, the most random fucking videos ever. And it was great. And I had gotten a few new customers and I started getting like a little excitement back. And at this point, like I'm in the process of my VSG, my gastric sleeve. And I was like, okay. And I had it in my head that I'm going to keep doing this funny mom life. But once I get my surgery, I'm switching gears and I'm going to change my pages into a weight loss page to help other people that are going through what I just went through. And that was what I really wanted to do because it was hard for me to find people that shared and I wanted to know more about gastric sleeve. And so that's what I did. And I had my eyes set on, this is what's going to help me grow. I really feel like once my surgery is done and I start sharing and I start losing weight and like I can start sharing my tips and tricks and like my meals and all these things, I'm going to start connecting with so many of my people. And I will tell you this, it happened. I had 100 people on TikTok and I started posting and I was literally Googling, how do you post this kind of transition? How do you do the Zoom feature? Because I didn't know how to use TikTok. I'm still confused. And I downloaded this app called InShot where you can like literally, I just did a whole video of how to curl my hair and I'll literally, yeah. So Brittany Nelson, she's one of my new girls. She just joined. She's in the middle of her launch party right now and she found me on TikTok, literally. Okay. So I am so thankful because even when I went to SFR, I love connecting with other consultants, but obviously because this journey is very special to me, I had an even bigger passion to connect with bariatric people. And this is a huge part of my life and I love talking about it and sharing my journey with other people. And I love like being able to give advice and, you know, just sharing what's going on. Anyway, so all that to say, I grew with TikTok when I didn't even know how to run the app, okay? And within 4 months, I got 30,000 people, 5 months, all right? That's a big deal because that is 30,000 people that are watching me. I mean, not really every single day, but potentially. And from those people, at least about another, I want to say I just got about 2,000 people in the last 6 weeks from a video that went viral on Facebook, the most random one as well from TikTok. But people follow me on Instagram now from TikTok. And this is what I just told Anya this morning. And you guys are probably not going to like me when I say this. So I'm just going to say it. I unfollow and mute people. I mute people that share Scentsy 24/7. I can't stand it. I'm sorry. It's just true. Honestly, not even Scentsy. It's anyone that shares they're like, it's different. If you have a business page, like you make t-shirts and cups and like that's your business page. Yeah. So if you will have a Scentsy business page, then absolutely share the shit out of it. But what I don't like is my Facebook feed filled with nothing, especially when releases are coming out. Like, oh my God, all day today, all I've seen is the carriage. And I'm like, I don't want to be, this is why I'm not on Facebook anymore because my whole Facebook is Scentsy consultants. And I love that. And I love people's hustle, but I don't want to see that on my feed. I want to see, how was your day? How are your kids? What are you eating? What are you making? Like, who are you outside of Scentsy? That is how I connect with people. And I share Scentsy here and there on my Facebook, absolutely, but I mostly keep it in my VIP page. And if you go to my Instagram, a year ago, I steered away from sharing Scentsy on my Instagram in my actual feed 24/7 because honestly, there's a girl that I followed that she does gastric sleeve. Actually, her name is Emily. She had a gastric sleeve done. She does saint makeup. She actually tried to recruit me. And I was like, no, I'm with Scentsy. But literally, like, every single one of her videos is her talking about her sleeve but doing her makeup, which is brilliant. It's brilliant in the marketing aspect. But I, as a person, I don't want to see that. Yeah, I got to stop following consultants. I just mute them. I literally have to mute them on Instagram and Facebook because I'm like, I can't see y'all's posts all the time. Which sucks because then, I've even had our team, we had like a conversation about this like 6 months ago where it was like, I wish that everybody would hype like, our Facebook post up and X, Y, and Z. And I'm sitting here like, no, I mute all of y'all because I don't want to see Scentsy. I want to see my family and my friends having a good jet skiing weekend or a day at the beach. I want to see your kids playing out in the sand. Like, I don't want to see Scentsy 24/7. It's not who I am. It's what I do. Like, it's a part of me, but it's not all of me. And it's not all of you. So I want you guys to dig down deep and find how can you connect with your customers outside of Scentsy. Share your dog, share your kids, share your animals, share your meals. I mean, you think it's so dumb to share what I'm eating in a day or outfit of the day, but people want to see that. I get sucked into TikTok ASMR, outfit of the days, like little things of like I just did my Scentsy unboxing. That was probably my first TikTok that I did of Scentsy in a long time. And I actually liked it, but I watched it myself like 4 times because I liked all the sound effects. People love ASMR. They love outfit of the day. Like, just simple stuff. And I understand, but like, this is the thing. People are going to come to your page. Let's just say you have a reel and it, you get a couple hundred likes on it or a couple hundred views on it, and you have 10 people that click on your name from that reel. They're scrolling the For You page and they see your reel. Oh, she's funny. Oh, that's good. That's good information. Oh, it's a cute outfit. Oh, I like that, whatever. And then they go to your page and then they scroll and all they see is direct marketing, direct Scentsy. So who are you? That's what I do. I will go to follow someone on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. And if all I see is the product, I'm like, I can't. I don't want to see your product 24/7 unless you're selling t-shirts and jeans and clothing and you're selling something other than wellness and makeup and Scentsy. I don't want to see it. It's just I'm sorry, but it's just true. I want to see other things, okay? And so I want you to think about that. When you go follow somebody if you go follow an influencer on TikTok or whatever, on Instagram, you go follow someone, plants, my cat, hair videos, any of that. When you follow them and you watch them and you're like, oh man, I like her stuff. And then you see she has a story, her bubble is blue. And then you go click her story. And then she starts showing like a day in her life. Every hour she has a new slide. And then you become obsessed with watching her slide and you're like, oh, I love that. Oh, I need to do that. Oh, I want to get that coffee. Oh, that coffee looks so good. Oh, her outfit is cute. Oh, I need a pair of Vans. There's an influencer that I follow that got me hooked on everything checkered, boho, and Vans. Because influencing someone is easy, and I'm also an easy influenced person, But I'm saying that to say, I love this one girl that shares everything. She's an influencer. She does Young Living. But she doesn't share just Young Living. She shares mom life stuff, her travels. She shares all kinds of stuff. Her outfits of the days are very like wonky and like kind of like tomboy and like, I don't know, different. And I love that. And I love following that. And what I started doing this last year was I would watch her stories and I'm like, oh, that's really cute. I love that filter. Oh, that's really cute. I love how she like, instead of taking a picture of like the wallet next to her face, look at my wallet, she'd put it on like a random, like next to her leg and took a picture of it. And I thought it was like aesthetically pleasing. And I like that. And I'm drawn to that. And so I started copying that. And I started changing what made me feel more like me into my style. I'm doing a training, babe. Into my style, and I'm telling you, other people started watching that and they love that about me. And so I'm telling you, you go and you find your favorite people and you think, if you can do that, I want you to recreate that reel. There are so many people that recreate the same reel. You don't have to think about it. You can go follow and find a reel and reword it a different way or make it change into your life, or like some kind of like, Rachel just sent me a reel yesterday about, there was like an adult, but it was like I think you gotta watch my story. It was funny, but she was like, this is totally Remy. Like, if it's totally silent and your kid's in the bathroom and she's like messing with like all kinds of stuff and you walk in and she's scared. And I'm like, gosh, I could totally do a reel about Remy doing marker lipstick yesterday. Like, you just have to be creative. You have things to share. You have passions, plants, hair, your cat, anything. And then what happens is they go to your page and they fall in love with you. They find out who you are. They find out your style. They're like, oh, I like following her. I like, that she shares these cute pictures of her kids and what they're doing. I love her outfits. Whatever it is, right? Some people share like Target bullseye section finds, or like they literally spend like a day and they go around to all these shops like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and they just video like what I found at Home Goods and have like 10 clips of objects they found, and those things go viral. And their whole like Facebook or TikTok is about like what they find at this store. And then if you go to their Instagram, you go to their story, they're sharing the stuff that they sell. So for me, they go to my TikTok or my Instagram, they see it's all about weight loss. It's about my VSG journey. It's about my passions, my love, outfits of the day, because I know nothing about style. Like, I used to be stylish, and then I gained weight and I lost my style, and I succumbed myself to leggings and oversized t-shirts, and now I'm like wearing new stuff. And so I shared a reel today. I got a TikTok outfit and I shared a reel. It's very simple. And some of them, if you go back 5 months, some of my reels look really stupid, and I don't care. Now I'm getting better. Every day I get a little bit better, and I get a little bit like learn how to talk faster. All of this leads to recruiting because you're finding new people. This is the point of this conversation. I should have named it, instead of recruiting, like finding new people. That's social media and finding new people, because we have to, and I was telling Anya this morning, is that if you look at like influencers online, I swear every influencer I see, or everyone that has like a following over like 1,000 or even over 10,000, they sell Monet, they sell Unique, they sell Saint, or they sell Young Living. I have only seen one girl, two actually, Jilly Sue, I think is her name. She has like a high following on Instagram. And there's another girl on TikTok who has 1.2 million people. And she shares like recipes, day in the life. She's a really cute, like little country girl. I think she's a director or a star director. No, I think she's a director. And I look through her stuff, and she'll share Scentsy like once a week, like changing her wax. And she'll get hundreds of comments on that. But she doesn't share it daily. She just shares it like once a week. Do you know what I mean? And for me, I share Scentsy every single day in my stories. So people that go to my page and they love me and they want to connect with me and they want to know me more, they're going to go on my stories. They're going to hear my stories about my daughter. They're going to hear the stories about my bad days, my good days. They're going to see what I'm a little bit more like what I'm eating and doing, what's working for me and not working for me. And they're going to see Scentsy. They're going to get everything in my stories. My stories are like a flip book of my daily life. And yes, it can be time consuming, but here I am. I stuck with it even when I saw no growth. I told Anya this too. I was like, I went through a period where I was posting on Instagram, and I like I think up until a month and a half ago, when my video like hit 2 million on Instagram, and then my TikTok started taking off, and they were following me from TikTok on Instagram, which I'm still like goals for both of them. I started at Instagram last year. I think I had, it's in my notes section, I think I was like 1,100, and now I'm almost at 6,000, which that's a lot. I want more though. I'm like a very high expectation person. And then my TikTok, I started off at 100 5 months ago, 5 months ago, and I'm at 30,000. And all of my new customers I'm getting are from this, literally from this, okay? Because they're following me on both platforms, but they're seeing my stories, right? I think I've shared like 3 things on my TikTok about Scentsy, and those never do good because it's so saturated. Like, everyone's doing network marketing, but we got to find a way to diverse ourselves and be authentic in what we share. And that's how you're going to meet your people. Yes, my Scentsy team might end up being like all bariatric people, and that makes me so happy, and I do not care, because I want their lives are already changing with their weight loss surgery, and now I can help change their lives with their income too. Like, that's amazing. That's awesome. And so you need to find like what works for you.
Hungry.
Where's Daddy at? Daddy just get.
Going potty.
Okay, go get a cheese stick or yogurt or applesauce. Okay. So you have to find what's new. So that is how I've gotten 10 recruits so far. Okay. All of that recruiting. I've gotten 10 recruits so far. I went to SFR, and I remember I walked in the room at one point, and like Sarah, Bree, and Ray were looking at me. I can't remember who said it, but somebody was like, how did you post videos today? Like, we didn't even have time. And I'm like, I just make time. Like, I was taking a poop and decided to edit a video instead of scrolling Facebook. Or I spent the 5 minutes while I was eating lunch editing a video. Like, yeah, I do spend a lot of time on my phone, but you don't have to do that. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. But I do. And that is what helps me grow. That's what's helping my business grow, because I am working my ass off right now, day and night, waking up early, staying up late. I am spending every single ounce every time I go pee or take a poop or shower or any downtime in general. I am editing a video. I am texting a customer. I am posting a picture. I'm posting something to stay connected to people, because my VIP page is dead. Most of our VIP pages are dead. So if your VIP page is dead, you got to find another way to connect to your customers. And that could be through social media. But I really feel like, and I've said this 1,000 times this last year, is we need more trainings on social media. We need more ways to be confident on social media. We need more ways to get our girls and guys to get on social media, because that's where it's at. That's how you grow your customer base. Now, can you have a business outside of that? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you're going to have to work a little bit harder for that too. They're both, you got to work hard at both. No matter what route you choose with your Scentsy business, you got to work. And you got to give up time, and you got to give up Netflix, and you got to give up stuff to get this stuff done. It's just the truth of it. Ryan right now, or even yesterday, I worked until like 9 o'clock, and Ryan was like, I even told him, I was like, I'm so sorry. I have been working so much, but I'm getting so many orders. I got so many new consultants joining. And he's like, no, I mean, it sucks. I don't really see you that much, and you've been so busy this month, but this is for our family. And we know that. And so I'm willing to work really, really hard to eventually get to a place where I don't have to work this hard for sales, and I can have a constant customer base again. You know what I mean? And I love doing social media. It makes me happy. I don't get downsides of it. It truly fills my cup up. I love connecting with people. I knew that from the instant we did the Reels challenge years ago with Rachel, and she put that together, that I loved being on social media, and that was what I wanted to pursue. But my weight did hold me back. I felt uncomfortable, and I felt not very confident sometimes, but I still showed up every single day this past year, even the year before that, and I have been sharing for years. And I feel like that is so important. People want to know, if you can share your coffee, in your order, you can share your Scentsy. Even if it's just your Scentsy Go in your car, even if it's just filling your diffuser. I just told one of our girls this morning. I was like, listen, you want to start, you don't know what to share, or you're stuck on what to share. Pick 2 items and share it every single day for 2 weeks. Okay? Every single day. So I did that with my team like last year, and I shared, I made my bed. Wow. I made my bed and I sprayed my bed every single morning, and I shared that. And then I filled my diffuser up, and I think I did 3 a day. I'd fill my diffuser up once a day. So I would spray my bed. I'd link my Scentsy Fresh in it, or I'd show a picture of like what it is and spray my bed. Sometimes it was just a picture. Sometimes it was a boomerang. Sometimes it was a video. And then I would show a same thing, picture or a video or boomerang of me filling my diffuser up. And then at night I would show my counter cleaning up the kitchen. It was very simple. It was stuff that I was already doing, but it just takes a second to pull your phone out and show it. People want to see you. They want to see your passion for it. They want to see you using it. They want to see you. Stop using stock images. Start taking your own videos, saving albums on your phone. So every time you do like a before and after of counter clean or Scentsy Fresh or a cute little like photo of like, I don't know, something, put it into an album. Okay, put it into an album. I need to work on getting more parties to grow my customer. Yeah, so parties, I can't tell you much about that because I don't party that much anymore. Parties have been complete flops for me the past 3 to 4 months, and I have shed the past 5 months. I think I've done a total of 10 parties, and I think only 2 of them were successful. And so now I'm not doing any parties this month because I have so many new recruits. This month is focusing on my team. Like, I am literally spending this month on my team. At SFR, Rachel Pence had a speech about recruiting, and she was like, listen, she said, I'm at a high PRV. I shoot for my 2,000 PRV, and I'm good with that. She said her goal is recruiting. That's always her goal. Her goal is recruiting. Everyone gets stuck on PRV, and I know it's hard. You want to get 500? I think 500 for anyone that's under lead, or at least at lead and under essential certified lead. Hitting 500 just needs to be your first goal. Don't worry about 2K, 1,500. That will all come with time. You need to focus on these little small things. It's kind of like losing weight. You can't focus on, I gotta lose 100 pounds. You gotta focus on the 2 pounds at a time, right? So you need, stop it. You need to focus on the now and what you can control. So set yourself these little goals. But Rachel Pence, Shadow, stop. Freaking squirrel. Shadow, stop. But Rachel Pence pulled out her note section. She had a speech. She pulled out her note section, was like, I have a note section in my phone of every single person that I've asked to join Scentsy. And I write down when I asked them, why they want to join, why they said no. And literally in that instant, I went straight to my phone, opened my note section, and started out a brand new list. And I'm not kidding you. I spent time at SFR to make sure I was involving my entire online community, all of the people at on TikTok and Instagram. I made time to pull my phone out. Yes, I want to be in the moment. I want to live for the moment, but I also want to grow my business. And I also want to grow to the point where, like, next year I'll live in the moment more, because I'll have more freedom. But right now we got goals to hit, and I want to grow. My hair is literally falling out. It's killing me right now. So you have to just think about that. Like, if you, every time like someone tells you, well, try this. And if you come back and rebuke it with like, oh, well, I have to get sleep, or, oh, well, I don't have time, or, oh, well, I do dinner. Okay, well, you make dinner. Everyone makes dinner every single night. You can still pop one headphone in and listen to your family, listen to a training. You can have a spouse take over if you have a spouse and you have help. And if you don't, I understand that. I was at home 24/7 with my kids, and I still made time to listen to trainings, whether it was when I took a shit or when I went for a walk. Sometimes my kids, 18 months, and Remy would have been 12 months, would not take naps and would not let me get anything done. And I would put them in my car and I would drive in circles in my neighborhood, and I would do a team training while they were sleeping, because as soon as my car stopped, they'd wake up. And so I did trainings like that. I mean, I'm not kidding you guys. I worked my tail off. I came through and found so many ways around my excuses that I was making for myself. And I was like, God, I'm tired. I have 2 kids. I'm not sleeping. Remy wakes up every 3 hours. Like, oh my God. But then I'm also like, well, I don't want to go back to work, and I don't want to miss these moments. So I'm going to stay up until 1 o'clock, and then I'll sleep until 3, and then wake up with her at 3 and feed her, and then go back to bed. And that's just going to be my life right now. But if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have hit director. And that's just the truth of it. And I look back and I applaud myself every day, because I am my biggest supporter, and I worked my tail off. And now here I am revamping my business last year when I wanted to give up. And here I am now still revamping. I'm still, you just like,
I'm hungry still.
what did you eat? What did you just eat?
What was your mince?
Go get a cheese stick. I got new cheese sticks in there. Yeah, I will put this on YouTube. But I just want you guys to know, like, again, I know that social media isn't for everybody, but if things aren't changing for you, you've got to change with the times. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep preaching social media, because it has changed my entire business. I literally looked at it like my husband yesterday. I texted Rachel. I texted like Sonia and Megan and all of them, Danielle, yesterday, literally in tears. Like, y'all, I just sold 20 whiff boxes, and 14 of them were from like new people off of TikTok. I have 10 girls, and like, I don't even know how many of them are from TikTok. Like, I never imagined that I would be able to do this, but I researched and I worked really hard to understand how to like grow in every aspect. And I took time and I cut out lots of things and I missed out on a lot of stuff. So I watched my kids play outside some days, and I'm in here working, but I'm like, I have dreams to chase. And I still make time for my family. Absolutely. I put my phone down yesterday, went for a bike ride. I still made a reel out of that, like literally out of that in 25 seconds. Like, you got to stop making excuses, and you got to start executing. You got to stop making excuses, and you just got to do it. And you just got to figure out a way. Even last year, I started, even this year, I have yet to do a vendor event. I have yet to do my own fundraiser. And I'm pushing myself this year, time willing be, because I'm very overwhelmed right now. But I am like, I need to do a vendor event. I need to like get out of my comfort zone and try a vendor event. I need to try a home party. I want to get my team together for a get together locally or somewhere an hour away. Like, I'm trying to expand and do more things. But Rachel Pence's speech completely changed it for me, because I feel like all of us, we are all so stuck on like, so we're not growing. There's no PRV. There's no parties. There's no recruits. Focus on one thing and get really, really good at it. Get on YouTube and watch a training from a different leader. Get out of our group. I love our group. I love our leaders, but we all hear our leaders train a lot, right? Like if y'all have been in here for years, we know this. If you're new, then you're getting all the love. But I like to hear from new people that aren't even on our team. There are people on YouTube that I haven't even heard of, like Jackie Duran, and oh my God, I can't even think of names right now. Rachel Pence has a few videos, a bunch of people, even like star consultants and directors and like people that aren't SSDs. They share on YouTube. So if you're struggling with PRV this week, then go on YouTube, and every single day I challenge you to pull up YouTube and put on a training and type in how to get PRV with Scentsy, how to get high PRV with Scentsy, how to get 200 PRV, how to get active with Scentsy, whatever. And every single day I want you to watch a new training from a new person and tell me that you don't have a fire under your ass. Literally, it will light a fire in you. And then when you watch that training, I want you to go execute it. Every single time I watch a training, I sat there and I got off of it and I was like, all right, she told me to text 10 of my customers. And so instead of like feeling like I got to text all 70 of my customers at one time, just pick 5. Just pick 5 today. Just pick 2 customers today. Pick 2 customers and text them and ask them how their order is and how their life is. There's 2 connections that you didn't have today that you now have. And I'm like, oh, that's genius. And so I implemented that every single day. Okay, well, I can text 2 customers every single day. And the next day I watched the training and it was like, you know, post a picture of your favorite product on your stories or something like that, right? Or send an email out or do this. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And it all started working. And I hit director in 2 months because I was implementing. And the next week I was like, how to get recruits, how to grow with Scentsy, how to get a new teammate with Scentsy, how to train a new teammate. And I watched a video every single day for a week and I implemented it every single day for a week. But you have to be willing to spend the time and to give up the time. That's the problem, and I understand it. We all have lives. Between my Nana having surgery, we have swim lessons, we have T-ball, I have a part-time job, I do this full-time. I work with brands also on the side that I do videos for as well. I content create about 4 to 6 videos a day, okay? Plus, I do all the housework stuff, and I have my kids full-time. Please do not come to me about being busy. I understand it. I understand it, okay? That is my biggest pet peeve is when people say they don't have time and my eyes start switching where I'm just like, if you could see my schedule and you could see how much stuff I do, it would make you want to vomit. Like, I can't even, can I flip this? Can I show y'all my board up here? My to-do list? And there's only like 4 things marked off. Videos, keto crate, August flyer, 10 bar, I haven't packaged those up yet. Print the sheet. But I keep a list. And I'm like, okay, by Sunday, I got to get those things done. I got 2 videos done today. I'm about to print out my bars and start packaging. We can do this. But you have to set time aside. You have to ask your partner and your family and your friends and whoever for help if you need it. Sometimes I have to give my kids an iPad and say, I need y'all to do this because I literally have to do this real quick. Sometimes it means I'm making dinner while I'm also have my laptop next to the stove and I'm sending an email out while I'm doing dinner. You have to sacrifice if you want to grow. And that's how you make connections. That's how you meet people. You watch what leaders are doing. You do what they're doing. You learn how to do hard things. You do the hard things and you do them consistently every single day for 6 months. You can't give up at 2 months. You can't at 3 months say, well, nothing's happening. It's been 3 months. You got to say, I'm at a year now. I'm at 12 months. And I'm just now starting to see at probably the 8-month mark, a big change in things in my business. But you have to be consistent. I know people want instant gratification. They want instant PRV. They want instant this. And it just doesn't happen. I've hardly recruited in the last 6 months. And now I've got like 14 people. I've got 3 launches now for Monday. And I've got 10 that just joined, a couple in reinstatements and some brand new people, and I am overwhelmed. But you know what I did? I usually would launch out the party for them. I would usually do all these things for them, but I can't. And I'm telling myself that it's okay to say no. And so what I did was I put everyone in a group chat together on Facebook, and I was like, hey guys, we're all a team now. You guys all join within a week of each other, and we are all a Scentsy family now, and we're all going to learn together. We're going to do this together. I'm going to walk you guys through how to do your own launch party. It's going to teach you to be a better leader. It's going to teach you how to do it yourself. Usually I would do it for you, but there is no humanly way possible that I can schedule out 14 parties. There's no way. I can barely, and parties are not my thing, so it stresses me out. There's no way that I can do it. So instead, what I'm going to do is I send it out, I put them in a group chat. I sent them my Google documents of like what to do, first things first checklist, open your VIP page, and I'm checking in on them every single day. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey guys, who's done this? Hey guys, when's your launch party? When's your 15 days? And I'm checking in every single day, and that has been way better for me than one-on-one texting. Way better. But obviously, if you have only one recruit, then one-on-one texting is your way to go. But if you have 2 recruits, put them in a group chat together. 3 recruits, put them in a group chat together. It's easy. It's fine. Like, and I felt bad, and I felt very guilty for not being able to do their parties for them. And I felt so horrible because I wanted them to like take off running. But I also know that if I would have done that, I wouldn't get to my mail outs that I'm doing and my flyers that I'm doing, and I wouldn't be able to do all of my personal business stuff. So you still have to be realistic, but I am sharing it. So I sent them a 3-day template of how I post my parties. I explained it to them. I attached them to mock parties. I sent a bunch of photos that I use in my parties. And I gave them all of the resources that it's available, and they're kicking ass right now. They're doing amazing, and they're texting me individual questions when they get them, and that's amazing. And I wish I would have done this sooner. So put them all in a group chat together. Check in daily with them. Like, it's very simple. Give them one task a day to do. But that's what I'm doing. Okay, so Brittany, my new girl, totally okay, learning to do it myself, which I need with your help. I'm helping her. She has questions. I answer them. Again, I feel bad, but I also will say I love this. I usually launch out their businesses for them. And I will tell you, this is the first time that I have told my team to do it themselves. And I am blown away by the effort that they are putting into it. I actually, like, for the first time in probably 6 months, I am like so impressed by the consultants that joined. I'm just like, you're going to make a killer consultant. You're already doing your opening live. You're already doing videos on your VIP page. You already posted all your stuff. Like, Brittany's doing amazing. Both my Megans, I think I have 4 Megans. I think I have 4 Megans. Their parties are all great. I even took time in my notes section to put it their 15 days. And then I even went in and I went to everyone's parties and I put, hey guys, I'm so-and-so sponsor. I just want to let you know I'm so thankful you're here for their business. And I shouted out their goal. We're trying to hit 500 by this date. I hope you guys find something you love. If you have any questions, let me and Britt know. Let me and Megan know. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help, Megan succeed. This business changed my life. I hope it changes hers. Thank you for supporting her. I even messaged, I think one of the Megans, I messaged everyone on her, personally messaged them. So and then I realized that was a lot. And then my inbox was flooded and I was like, I can't do that for 14 people. So I was like, I'll just do a Facebook. I'll do a VIP, a party page wall. I went in and I went in my stories about changing my wax. I shared in my Instagram stories. I saved my Instagram stories to my phone. I merged them together in InShot, INSHOT. That's what I use for all of my video editings. I put them all together, saved it as one big video, and I posted it to everyone's launch party. I think I had 4 girls launch at the parties already, and I posted that video for them and said, hey guys, this is how I changed my wax today. Help them. You can post something once or twice a day, but that's what I did. So again, I got uncomfortable. I started using social media. I started Googling and figuring out on my own how to do things. I even reached out to other influencers and asked them what apps they use, what tools they use, what tripods they use. Don't be scared to ask people for help. Some influencers, I'm one of them. I'm not an influencer. Some content creators is what I like to say. Well, they like to share that stuff with you. Some of them annoy me because they have 100,000 people, but they don't respond to any comments, any posts. It's they are just doing it for the views. They just don't really connect. So I don't like that. I make sure that I connect. So that is something you can do. Every time a customer orders, shout them out on your social media. Chelsea Otto, I actually see her. Every time one of her customers orders, she does a screenshot of their order and puts it on her Instagram story and tags her customer in it or says, thank you so much, Sally, for your order. And then everybody that scrolls through her stories is like, oh, she's getting supported. Oh, someone's buying. Oh, that's a really cute warmer. Oh, I didn't know they had scrub. Oh, I didn't know they had a clearance section. You don't understand how many people aren't seeing what we have because you're not sharing it. You're not sharing it. You've got to start sharing it. Go to my stories. I'm going to say it. Go to my stories. Go to someone that you admire. Do you admire Ray Ray? Do you admire Katie? Do you admire Anya, Whitney, Chastity, somebody? Go to their stories. What makes you want to follow them? Not even in Scentsy. I will tell you right now, some of my favorite content creators and favorite influencers most of them are actually in Young Living, because they have a lot of influencers, and it's outfits of the days, and I'm still learning how to do that, and like all the things, like, and they're not the best. Some of them I'm like, oh my God, that's such a cute video. And then I go post mine, and I'm like, well, that's shitty, but I post it anyways. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if it's crappy. I will keep getting better. So I want you guys to know that it will happen. I am not a big partier. I am going Rachel Pence's route for the rest of this year and on to this incentive and even more. I am done stressing about PRV. I am done stressing about making it on the top 10 PRV board. I am done stressing about people under me making more PRV than me. It is not about PRV. You can make as much PRV as you want, but if you're not growing your team, your business is stagnant and it's staying the same. And that is the hard truth of it. You have to grow your team. You have to have conversations. And if you have high PRV, then you have conversations that you can have. You should be following up with your customers. I talked to Katie about this at SFR. We went for a walk when she forgot her ID to get in the bar. And we had a long talk about connections with customers. And one thing that I lack is one-on-one connection, like texting and like getting to know them one-on-one and like follow-ups. I'm really bad at like following up on their orders. That is a very hard part of my business. And Katie was like, that's a strong suit of my business. I'm really good. I'm not good at social media, but I'm really good at following up and using my phone and talking to people and getting parties booked off of follow-ups. So that's working for her. But for me, that's my weak suit, because texting is a lot for me. It sounds so stupid, but it is. Like, it's just intimidating when I see the numbers go up and up, and it stresses me out. Versus, me, social media works for me. So everybody is different. You know what I mean? Everyone's different, but you have to be willing to try something new to grow. Okay. And again, I'm going Rachel Pence's route this year, and I am going to be focusing on recruiting. I am no longer striving for like 6,000 PRV a month. I'm going to strive for my 2K, which I'm about to hit right now. And once I hit that, I'm content. I'm still going to push to 4K. I would love to hit 4K again, but I am focused on my recruits. I want my girls to be successful. I want their businesses to thrive. And I want to be a leader that I haven't been for the last 6 to 9 months. I want to change things. I even went on my team page yesterday because I'm over it. I stopped going on my team page. And then when SFR came around, I was like, you know what? I really want to start doing like more recruiting. I want to do like more trainings, yada, yada, yada. But I get discouraged on my own team page because I will post something and I will get like one comment and like 100 views. And I'm like, really? Like one comment? And I made a post yesterday on my team page where I was like, all right, y'all, you guys asked me to come back. You complained about coming to a big page where things get lost, which I love this page because you can find so many resources, but things can get lost and get overwhelming. And, so I went back to the team page for 2 weeks, and I just scrolled it yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I posted every single day for 2 weeks, and I've gotten a total of 5 comments. That does nothing for me. And I don't want that. I actually posted all 10 of my new teamies on there, and I had one person welcome one of the 10 girls. And I was like, that is not how I want my team page to roll. I don't want my team to not welcome people on. That's not okay. So I told them yesterday that I'm shutting down my team page and I'm starting from scratch. I'm going to open up a brand new team page. It's going to be for those that want to make money on the side that are actually like working. Not those that are like, I'm going to place an order once a month for myself and that's it. That is what Dare to Dream is for. Dare to Dream can be that. But my team page it's going to be people that want to show up. And actually I had other girls that came on and said, yeah, it's really discouraging. I go on there and Courtney, you're the only one that responds. It's frustrating. So I am taking my entire business into a new season and I'm really excited for it. So I'm not focused on PRV and partying this month. I am focused on getting my mail out, getting all these new people their stuff, and recruiting all my new people. My focus is my social media. I'm taking the extra time to do that. And that's what I'm doing. And Melinda, I'm happy to add you. I will totally add you. Because I'm like, my new page, I already started in my notebook. I'm writing down, this just turned into like an all kind of conversation thing. But in my notebook, I actually am writing down, yeah, it doesn't show our community. Absolutely, Sonia, it doesn't. And that's where I get frustrated. And I said that yesterday too. And I'm just like, it's frustrating. And then on top of that, on our team page, anytime someone posts, it's literally to complain about something, or it's a negative thing, or it's a question. about how to find something. And I'm like, okay, see, I'm not keeping a team page open to complain and ask questions about how to find something. Like, you can text me. I mean, well, okay, asking questions is one thing. But, like, no. If we can't even share a positive, how we're working a template, just showing that you printed this out and you cut, hey guys, I did this today and I'm proud. Hey guys, I marked one thing off my to-do list. Hey guys, I'm so happy for my new teamie. And some of my girls were like, yeah, I work with my team on the side in a group chat. And I'm like, come to the team page and share it. Come to the team page and share it. Like, that can be frustrating too for me. And I hate that because that has made me frustrated for a long time. So I gave myself the grace for 2 weeks and now I'm like, I'm wiping my hands of it. And I'm realizing that if my team doesn't want to show up, I'm fine with that and I'm accepting that. But I refuse to show my new girls. I refuse to show my new girls. I refuse to show my new girls that is how our team page was, because that's not the team that I'm going to be merging us into. Oh, no, you're fine. So I don't expect, like, my newbies, like Brittany, I don't expect you to go on there and, like, post shit left and right. No, we will get into all that. You are focused on your launch party and launching your business. That is all I want you to. I'm talking about people that have been doing this for, a couple years now. Leaders, even my leaders don't. It's fine. So, but that's not to complain about, like, my team, because my team still does great. And I can see their numbers. They still show up. But when I pour into a team page and it's dead, it frustrates me. So yes, Carrie, they are on Dare to Dream, but when we merged everyone over to Dare to Dream, there are two realizations I made. One was, because we merged over to Dare to Dream, I wasn't consistent in leading. I wasn't, yes, I was frustrated showing up every single day to a team that never responded to my posts. Even if it was like, the only time I would ever get responses were when it was like, shout yourself out, and then everybody would shout themselves out. But like, or like, shut a teamie out, and everybody would shut a teamie out. And I would never get shouted out, which is fine. But I'm also like, dang guys, like, can one person shout me out? Like, I'm training y'all left and right, like nothing, but it is what it is. But I invited them to Dare to Dream, and then I had a handful of complaints of like, and I agree too. Like, I agree with some of them where it's like, some people were like, I like our close team. I like our close community on here, which I love that too. I love feeling like I am leading my team directly, like my front line and my downline directly. Two, I have done 3 lives on Dare to Dream since the merge. And out of 1,200 people, only 12 are seeing this. Blows my mind, which means this page is already like a lot and it's not showing up on the people's feeds. 3, I will post something on here, and my teammates did it as well. They'll post like a status on here and only like 50 people will see it, because there's so many posts that it can be overwhelming and things can get lost. And if I want to train my team, thanks, Brooke. If I want to train my team like one-on-one with something, I want to be able to go on my team page and like fully like, this is for you guys. You know what I mean? Because I am your sponsor and I want you to see my post, and I don't want it to get lost in 1,200 people, but then I can save it, YouTube it, and then upload it. And that's what I usually do, is upload it in another way to another platform. So I upload it and share it to Dare to Dream, whatever. But I realized at SFR that I lacked leadership when we merged, because I wasn't held responsible to post, which it shouldn't be left to me. That was the whole point of merging, was that us leaders that were posting every day, it can be very overwhelming. And sometimes I want to be poured into without having to think of something that I want to come back. Anna is sponsoring someone right now. Text her to check in. She is, texting 2 customers a day. Look at that. You didn't even need to watch a YouTube. You just did it straight from listening to this, listening to a training. You implemented it, and now you're about to sponsor somebody. I'm so proud. That's amazing. Y'all find your best customers and text them and send them a picture of the join special this month and let them know that there's no obligation. People don't have to join this business to make it a business. Sometimes they just need to join to make money off themselves. Then they need to see the community that we have. And then sometimes they're like, okay, I want more. It happens to the best of the consultants, okay? So anyways, yeah, so I come to the conclusion that I was falling off as a leader, and I didn't like that. I liked being held accountable at least a few times a week. So I came back to the team page because it was requested, and then nothing changed. But I also think this can be a good thing. I think that opening up a brand new team page and bringing in only those that want to share and those that want to share and those that like are going to hype everybody up. Because what I can say is if I was new and I got brought onto my team page, I would be kind of bummed out. I would be kind of bummed out if my sponsor like posted me and then only one person out of 100 said, hey, like welcome. That would kind of bum me out as a new consultant. It wouldn't excite me, right? And so going into this new season and so many recruits, I am opening a new team page and we're still going to use Dare to Dream. And I told them that, hey, if you just buy for yourself like once a month and you have no interest in a business side, then you guys use Dare to Dream. Use Dare to Dream. But I don't want to overwhelm my page with 100 consultants when only about 30 of them want a business. Because technically, I think, what did Katie say? Either 15 or 25% of your team want to work. That's just the truth of it. So if you have 100 people, only about 15 to 25% are going to actually want a business of it. So yeah, the numbers, it looks great to have high numbers on any page you have, but if it's not serving you, what is the purpose? Same with my VIP page. I think because of my high volume now, I'm getting customers and stuff. I think I might open up like Megan did, I may open up a new VIP page as well and bring in, because people aren't seeing my posts in the VIP page. And I think it's because there's so many inactive people. So again, your business 6 months in, or like me, 4.5 years in, it's forever evolving. And you just you have to figure out and try new things all the time. And this month I'm trying all kinds of new stuff. And so, yeah, I want you guys to get off this live. Go jot down some inspirational ideas. Go get on YouTube. Go text 2 customers. Go post a join flyer on your stories or on your page. You can even go, if you go to Instagram, let me give you a little screenshot. Go to Instagram, go to your stories. You're going to get like a big view like this. Stand back and do a picture like this with your hand out. And then in that story, you can go to the top and you can go and add in a picture. You go like to more, and there's like a little picture. It says add a picture to your story. You can add a picture and then go add the join kit, and then put the join kit right here above your hand in the photo. And then in this, right up here in the story on Instagram, you can click it. There's like a little down arrow and it saves the entire photo. And then I want you to go post that on your stories and go post that on your Facebook wall. Go post that on your VIP page and say, join with me for $99 this month. And then you have like a little cute join photo right there. That's how you do that. It's very simple, y'all. Very simple. So do it scared. I'm so proud. So Anna, when you're done and she has fully joined, I want you to shout yourself out on this page, because that's amazing. That is something to be proud of. So y'all, go do it scared. Go reach out. Go make connections. Go try something new. Go text 2 customers. Find your best customers. Tally up their totals of what they would have been paid in the last 6 months from ordering with you. And say, hey girl, you would have made $350 in the last 6 months from all of your orders with me. Are you sure you don't want to join? Or hey girl, you have $200 in Scentsy Club. Why don't you join for $99 this month and then get paid off your Scentsy Club every month? Bam. Yeah. Perfect. So anyways, okay, I'm tired. That is my, it was come to get everything video. I know my title said sponsoring, but that is how I got to sponsoring this month, is because I implemented all of these things for a year, for 6 months to a year. And I did really hard things, and I did it really tired and really scared, and spent a lot of time and a lot of heart and a lot of like, I want to quit, but I'm giving myself 2023 to get it together. And I'm glad that I did, because I would have quit last year, and I told myself I'd give myself 1 more year. I actually joined another business just to see how they ran the back office and all the things, and I did not like it. So I was like, I'm happy where I'm at. And I knew that Scentsy was where I needed to be when I did that. And I knew that I was just in a bad place, in a boohoo moment of my life that just needed to change. And you're the only one that can change your circumstances, okay? So hard to get to the point where it is hard. And some days it's exhausting having to post. But honestly, after you start posting every day, like honestly, after like the first 2 months, it's like, it takes you 5 minutes. Don't overthink your caption. Sometimes I don't even put a caption. I just put like a hashtag VSG or hashtag curling my hair. Like, it doesn't even matter. You can just keep it so simple. Don't overthink it. Okay? But yes, posting once a day. Make time. Some days when I have like, I think there is, even when Easton and Remy go to school, I have so many ideas. I'm like, okay, they're going to go, like, Remy goes to school twice a week, and then Easton starts kindergarten, so he's gone all day. And I'm like, oh my God, the house is going to be so quiet for the first time in 5 years, that like, I'm looking forward to having the time to like batch content. So the 2 days, I'm making plans now. The 2 days, like right now we're survival of the fittest and we're just like running on zero energy. But for the 2 days that Remy goes to pre-K and Easton's in school, I plan on batching out 3 videos each of those 2 days. And that's 6 videos for the week. That's 1 video every single day. And then I'm done for the week. And then I just schedule them to post and I'm done. So anyways, I'm going to go. I love you guys. If you have any questions, message me. But I'm like really proud of y'all. And you can do hard things. You just have to get out there and do it scared. Okay?